Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast bite-sized battle report for Hostile Galaxy and Patreon subscribers. This is Necrons versus New Obsession Drukhari. Let's begin.
The Dark King.
And here we have 2,000 points. It's Mouse from a War, Schemes of War, so we each have a deck of 18 cards. 18 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objectives. The Necrons chose that deployment zone because there's more line of sight blocking. We're playing true line of sight, and we're playing no magic boxes because it's real Games Workshop game, not made up game. We're also, so I deployed first, and I will be going first. So we've got Void Raven, Razorwing Jetfighter, they're cult. 20 Blackheart Cablite Warriors with 2 Lances, 2 Homunculus with Hex Rifles, 3 Raiders, 10 Racks in that one, 8 Racks Drazar Succubus with a Shardnet in that one, and 2 units of 5 Witches in that one, 5 Racks in that one, 5 Witches in this one with a Shardnet and a Phantasm Grenade Launcher, 3 Ravagers with my Archon in the back, and that's that. That is 2,000 points. And over here we have the Necrons. We have a cool special character from Forge World that allows the Necrons to seize the initiative, and then if they fail, re-roll the seize initiative roll, which is pretty cool. He's 120 points. And we have 2 sneaky warriors out of line of sight here to keep the entire unit alive. But that's 20 Necron warriors over here, 10 immortals, 10 immortals, Cryptek with a flight thingy, the Traveler, Archon the Traveler, essentially 10 Lich Guard, and then we have 3 Scarabs and 6 Destroyers in Deep Strike because that's his what's the name of it? The Dynasty. He has no clue. But if they advance, they auto advance 6, which is pretty cool. It also means that the Tesla Immortals have a longer range that way, which is really good to get them in range of Tesla stuff. Okay, with that, I will be going first. Would you like to seize the initiative, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So he gets 2 rolls, which is even more exciting than normal. And drum roll. The first roll is... Yeah, of course. The second roll is the exact same dice. Oh my goodness. Terrifying. But have a great game. Enjoy yourself. This is Schemes of War, so him and I both get to draw 5 cards. And then we get to do... Well, I'll just show you... This is a bite-sized bat rep. So I'm going to show you what cards we pick to put down instead of like which ones we specifically draw. End of turn 1. I moved up with everything I could. I have successfully gotten behind enemy lines. The Void Raven Bomber flew over a 10-man unit of Immortals and dropped 7 with his mortal wounds, which is pretty cool. I got Secure Objective 4, and I get the D3 for Supremacy. Hiya! I got 3 for Supremacy. And in my turn of shooting, I basically killed the Scarabs. I killed 2 of them with souped up Disintegrators, which are 3 damage. And then rest of the shooting, just everything else, basically shot at the 20 warriors, and my Disintegrators just went really well. He didn't make many saves, even though he had a 6-up. He put his whole army in cover. And I was able to... You know, his Warlord here has makes everybody fearless. You know, there were 2 warriors left, and my Razorwing missiles were going to kill 2 warriors, and he was going to re-roll one of the rolls, and I vected the re-roll, which meant I just killed the 2. If not, he would have had them all come back. Yeah. And then I did kill the Immortals. And then my Void Raven Bomber, because now he was closer to the characters, sniped out the Cryptek. So huge first turn alpha strike for the Drukhari. Let's see what response the Necrons do. If this game goes really quickly, we might just re-rack and do another one, and then it's a double feature. So get excited. Let's see if the Necrons can pull something out of this with their 3 cards that they get to pick as well. End of Necron turn 1. Pretty decent. Sorry, this is supposed to be here, but he essentially moved the guard over here. So no matter how I pivot, he's going to die next turn anyway, because he can't fly this way. He's going to fly off the table. Smart play there, so he didn't have to waste shots over here. He can auto-advance 6, so he moved the Immortals onto Objective 2. He moved him onto Objective 6, and he kept them there. He got Supremacy for 3 points. He got Secure Objective 6, which he has. And he got Big Game Hunter for killing one of my Ravagers. And then the other 2 and the Tachyon arrow only put 2 wounds on that other Ravager over there. With that, we move on to Drukhari turn 2. So the Void Raven Bomber is going to be out of here, and let's see what happens after this. And it is the end of turn 2. Drazar and Rax got out of one of the raiders. This raider's empty now. There's still 8 Rax in there. The Homunculus moved up onto objective 2. I shot the Ravagers and the Razewing. I killed 1 super quantum shielded Doomsday Arc. And then I shot small things into the Immortals, got them down to 4. And then Drazar finished off the 4. And then I piled in, consolidated up forward, made a screen for Drazar and the Succubus as well. With that, moving into turn 2, I did spend 1 command point to Architects of Pain, the big unit of 20, so they are fearless now because they count it as they are Black Heart as turn 4, which makes them immune to morale, which is pretty cool. So it's a big blob. There's 16 because he shot a few of them off last turn, but now they're fearless for the rest of the game, which is pretty cool. I did get no prisoners, Scour the Skies, overwhelming firepower for 3 points. And I spent 1 more command point to reshuffle the 3 last cards that I did last turn back into my deck to give me a chance at getting them again. So let's move on to turn 2 for the Necrons. It's looking grim, but he got the same amount of points as I did in the first turn because you can really control the Maelstrom, and it's all about those points. So we'll see what happens. The Destroyers are going to be the name of the game as well as the Lich Guard. And we have the recap of turn 2. The Destroyers did come in, and they blew that Raider to death. And the Lich Guard have advanced as far up as they can. He had kill some overwhelming firepower. He didn't get blood and guts because he charged in, couldn't kill my Succubus, and he is starting to defend objective 3 as well. And then the 2 Doomsday Arcs, 1 killed a unit of 5 witches just with small arms fire. The other one did nothing to the Rax because of the toughness 5 from the Homunculus. I lost 5 wounds on that Ravager from the Destroyers, and then I lost 4 wounds on that from the Destroyers, and 5 wounds on that from one of the guns. So he is now bracketed, he is not. And we're moving into turn 3 for the Drukhari. The Traveler is down to 4 wounds remaining, and my Succubus has taken 2 wounds from the Traveler's 2 damage weapon. Priority was received, so I selected Secure Objective 6 for Priority received. That's the cool thing about Schemes of War. When you put that one down, you get to pick what card goes on top of it, making it quite a powerful card. And Drazar is right next to Objective 6, so he's going to go grab a bunch of points for me. Hold the Line allows me to get a bunch of points as well. Well, it's just easy because he has nothing pressuring my backfield right now. And I have Secure Objective 5, which is that objective over there. Because he doesn't have any Deep Strikers and I killed his Veil of Darkness, I can start pushing up with the rest of my troops. End of Dark Eldar turn number 3. I wasn't able to kill this character. He's alive with 1 wound left, but my Succubus survived with 3 Feel No Pain rolls. So she has 2 wounds left, so she was really lucky. Drazar has gone onto here. I boosted up this Raider with Enhanced Sails, so he has to basically move around or try and shoot that Raider to get to Drazar with his Doomsday Arcs to get Warlord kill. All of my shooting was pretty much focused on the Destroyers. I did kill them. The 3 damage Disintegrator Cannons doing absolute terrifying work, although I did put a wound on him with Experimental Weapons, and I did put a wound on him with Experimental Weapons, but having 2 Splinter Cannons within Rapid Fire with all 2 damage, wounding on 3 Splinter Cannon fire has been great. I also get my Hold the Line because I have 3 units in my deployment zone and no enemy units. So I do Secure Objective number 5, I do Hold the Line, and I get all the points for Priority received, Secure Objective 6 from Drazar himself. Which then leaves us to turn 3 for the Dark, I was going to say Dark Eldar, for the Necrons again, but I didn't kill the Lich Guard and they passed their leadership, so they're fine. And so he's going to get to roll to bring them back, and then those witches are pretty much going to die. And he also successfully is going to get defend Objective 3 because I wasn't able to get a large enough charge to get over there when I charged them. Okay, on to turn 3 for the Necrons. End of Necron turn 3. 3 of them came back and he murdered all my witches. So he got Slaughter the Living and Blood and Guts. He's going to keep Defense 6. He's currently defending it. Drazar striked from the shadows, so he was touching the cover, got +2 to his cover save, survived an entire Doomsday Arc with the shooting thanks to +2 to save, And then the succubus survived another attacks from the traveler, and then finally cut him down with a stab from her shardnet and impaler. With that, we're moving on to turn 4 for the Dark Eldar, but let's see what happens. If I can kill them, that's pretty much going to be game at this point, because they're in combat over here, and I have OBSEC stuff to stop them from defending Objective 2. End of Drukhari turn 4. I secured Objective 1, which was that one. I decided to take them alive to kill an infantry character in close combat, and I took Assassinate. So Drazar moved over here, charged into the Cryptek from Forge World, like the Forge World Cryptek, murdered him with a decapitating strike, 4 damage in one go, and then piled in to the Doomsday Arc that was left after I shot that Doomsday Arc, because I charged in this raid to soak up Overwatch, and then did 8 damage to the Doomsday Arc, yay, with Hatred Eternal. And then I did leave 2 Lich-Guard alive, and the charge put 3 mortal wounds on from the racks, and then the succubus finished off the last Lich-Guard. With that, it's going to be game. Thank you, Scott, for coming down for a game. Who was your MVP of the game? Even though it kind of went terribly south, who do you feel like had the best potential in the game?
The one Doomsday Cannon that killed the one off.
Yeah, it was just instant death. That was pretty cool. Did like 14 wounds to the Ravager, and then the rest of them didn't really do too much.
That was this one.
That was that one?
Yeah.
He lived till the end of the game here. Drazar is like just at his corner, just trying to get him. In retrospect, I should have piled in here and kept him touching that cover so that I could use that stratagem again next turn, in case you wanted to try kill him. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Leave a comment down below. Huge shout out to all the Patreons and Hostile Galaxy supporters. I really appreciate it. And we'll be tuning off till next time. Skari out.